Hey, everybody, welcome back to another segment of the K12 Sports Tech AD Think Tank. We're going to be right back with this week's Think Tank guest. But as always, we want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors, including K12 Sports Tech. So take 3 minutes, listen to our shout outs, then listen to our Think Tank interview, then go and visit these sponsors. I'm telling you, you're going to be glad you did. Here we go. We want to thank K12 Sports Tech for sponsoring these Think Tank spots. K12 Sports Tech helps athletic directors and sport vendors connect through education and hands on consulting services. Athletic directors are also invited to join the K12 Sports Tech AD Think Tank and help influence how companies shape their tech to better serve schools. To find out more, just go to K12sportstech.com. That's it, K12sportstech.com. We also want to thank Home Campus. Home Campus is the official high school sports software program for a number of states, thousands of athletic directors. And even if your state uses a different platform, you can be a home campus school. I'm telling you, the athletic eligibility and clearance platform alone is a game changer. Go to homecampus.com. Don't forget to mention the podcast and see what they can do for you. That's homecampus.com. We also want to say thank you to Gipper. Go to Gipper.com and let their team help you become a social media marketing guru. Your school is doing great things, and to promote your athletic department, Gipper's going to show you how to, well, let's say, post a simple social media video to celebrate a victory. They can even give you an entire newsletter to showcase all the accomplishments that your teams, coaches, and athletes are doing. It's so simple, even I can do it. Go to Gipper.com, find out all the great ways they can help you promote your program. That's Gipper.com. We also want to thank Hometown. Hometown is changing the game for schools and organizations with their solutions that include things like digital ticketing, athletic website construction, fee-free fundraising. The list just goes on. Whether you're an AD, principal, even a head coach, Hometown is going to show you how to save time, raise more money, and bring your community together. That's hometown.com. We'd also like to say thanks to Vital Signs Wall of Fame. If you're looking for a really cool way to display your school record board for all the teams, for all the events, or show off your school's Hall of Fame, go to their website and check out their interactive touchscreen video consoles. You put one of their units in your gym lobby or your main school hallway, it's going to become a magnet for kids, for coaches. How about sponsors and parents? The website is vitalsignswalloffame.com. Check them out today. We also want to say thank you to Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. My assistant athletic director, along with thousands of others, got his master's through the Ohio program, and it was a great experience. And while you earn your master's, you're also completing 11 NIAAA leadership training courses at no extra charge. Check out Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. We want to say thank you to our good friends at Huddle. As a football coach, I used Huddle for years, but when I became an athletic director, I made sure that our school was a Huddle school, and our coaches just loved the tools that Huddle provided. Our kids loved the videos, our parents loved the streaming, but there's a whole lot more. Go to huddle.com, join the 8 million users, and turn your school into a Huddle school. That's huddle.com. We want to thank Athletic Surveys by LifeTrack. Go to athleticsurveys.com. They're going to create a custom survey that lets you take the pulse of everybody in your program. Now, that includes the squeaky wheel parents you already hear from, but it also includes the 98% of your stakeholders that support your program. And having that data, that positive feedback is incredibly valuable, especially when you're visiting with parents or your principal, or how about even your school board. Like I said, go to athleticsurveys.com. Let them help you take your athletic program from good to great. We want to thank our good friends at Sideline Interactive, indoor score tables and video boards. go to their website and you can schedule a live web demo to see all of their products in action. You've heard me say many times, probably one of the best purchases I ever made was our Sideline Interactive indoor score table. Go to sidelineinteractive.com. Don't forget to mention the podcast. See all the things that they can do for you and your school. And we want to say thanks to our good friends at Snap Raise. If you've ever spent weeks and weeks with a fundraiser and been disappointed, then you need to check out Snap Raise. We use Snap Raise at our school. Tremendous success. Our coaches loved it. Our parents loved it. And you're going to love it too. I'm telling you, it works. Go to their website, check out all their other great platforms. But if you're looking for a fundraiser, you just found it, and it's Snap Raise. That's snapraise.com. Check them out today. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to another segment of the K12 SportsTech AD Think Tank. We're going up to Delaware, and we're actually going to be visiting with an old friend. Regular listeners to the podcast will certainly recognize the name Bob Beron. He's a certified master athletic administrator, and he's the AD at Cesar Rodney High School. And as I said, that's up in Delaware. If you missed his interview a while back, look it up in our archives. He really shared some best practices. But Bob, welcome back to the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jake. Appreciate it. Definitely looking forward to our time together this morning.
Well, you and I were talking before we hit the record button. For our listeners, we are actually recording this on August 21st. Some states are, let's say, traditional. They're not going to begin until after Labor Day. Others, like Florida, we've been going for, since the end of July. Bob's kind of on that cusp. Students are coming back. They got a football game next week. So we appreciate you spending some time with us in this busy part of your year. Bob, we always like to let the listeners hear a little bit about our guests. Again, this is kind of a commercial to promote a product that we both believe in very much, but at the same time, it's different when you're hearing from an athletic director. So share a little bit with our listeners about your background and your school before we get going.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Jake. So this is my 15th year coming up as athletic director. 10 years here starting year 11 at Cesar Rodney High School. And then 4 years going on to 5 at my previous charter school that I was at. We're the largest public traditional high school in Delaware with about 2,400 students, 2,450, offering 27 varsity sports. Every sport that our state sanctions, we offer at our high school. Like I said, I've been a part of this journey for 15 years or so, and definitely have met a lot of great athletic directors like yourself, Jake. Give you a little plug there, and many others over the course of my tenure. So yeah, looking forward to the podcast this morning.
Now, you shared a little nugget with me again before we started recording, talking about staffing. Share with our listeners, what a tremendous resource you have with regards to your coaching staff at Cesar Rodney.
So yeah, I'm extremely blessed. I'm the athletic director of the high school. I have a middle school athletic director who oversees our 4 middle schools. And of the 17 schools in our school district, we are again very blessed with filling all of our vacancies pretty easily, just because of the sheer number of staff that we have across our school district. Off the top of my head, I believe I only have maybe one non-district employee that is on our coaching staff, while the rest are either teachers within our district, paraprofessionals, within our district, or dean of students at our high school or other areas as well. So, again, that's a great thing to have when you have a lot of educated-based athletics viewing our sports programs.
Yeah, and it's not to diminish the impact that, let's say, off-campus coaches can have within a program. And I've had some, I'm sure you have too, some great people from the community that have coached and done extremely well. But I think most of us agree, having those on-campus, in-district personnel that understand, the day-to-day of classroom and the student-athlete experience, certainly an advantage. For listeners that might be new to the think tank, typically we're joined by either Abby Emerson, the founder of K12 Sports Tech, or Alec Brown, the COO. Neither one of them could be here today for this recording, so I'm going to kind of take on their role. Um, K12 Sports Tech is a unique platform. I'm not aware of another platform like it at all. The goal is to connect athletic directors like Bob with directly with vendors that they use every day. These might be vendors for equipment or uniforms or tech platforms. If you, when you're done listening to this, go to k12sportstech.com and check out the vendor directory, and you can see the types of companies that K12 Sports Tech works with. And again, we kind of alluded to it, and we'll get to it in a minute. You can look at my sponsors, of which K12 Sports Tech is certainly one. I'm just going to throw out, let's say Huddle. Okay, everybody's heard of Huddle, and the platform is a great platform. Everybody knows the value of Huddle. But if a new platform comes out, and again, it might be in uniforms, it might be in technology, it could be in anything, it could be the greatest platform in the world. But if you don't know about it, or if you don't have another athletic director saying, hey, have you tried this new platform? You're going to look at it with a little bit of, let's say, suspicion or just hesitancy. But now you get that phone call from an AD that you know and says, hey, I just tried this new platform. It's great. The platform hasn't changed one bit, but
Yeah.
that athletic director sharing their opinion, all of a sudden that platform's gold. And that's what K12 Sports Tech is doing. They're connecting athletic directors with vendors who have been vetted by athletic directors just like you. I'm going to go ahead and take a step back here. Bob, how did you first get involved with the think tank? How did you become a member? And since you've been involved, share, if you can, some or at least one of the projects that you've been involved with as a K12 Sports Tech AD think tank member.
Yeah, thanks, Jake. Couple plugs I want to give out too is obviously, I believe last year or so, I know I got we've spoken as far as having some conversations about the K12 Sports Tech. Obviously also I've met them at the athletic director conference, the national conference as well. I've stopped by their booths and spoke to them and highly recommend anyone listening, if you're an athletic director, that you attend this national conference. It's the best professional development that's out there. And then also one of our teachers in our building too, Dan Rigby, who owns Win the Day. If you're familiar with that program that's out there too, he also was a referral for me to kind of get engaged with the K12 group. And to be honest, it's actually pretty fun because like you said, Jake, you really get to look at some of these new platforms that are out there and kind of talk to some people and see if some things will fit for your school, and maybe you bring them back to your association or your conference or whatever it might be, and really get like the first approach to seeing if these things are something that would work. I know one of my most recent ones I worked on was with Rank One. Our state association has looked at them as well, and kind of looking at it as like a one-stop shop for everything that your school can offer, from things like online registration for your student athletes to having all of your schedules and stats and platforms for coaches, and kind of just putting everything into one set platform area. So I have nothing but positive to say. While it does take a little bit of your time, it's still part of your job. Like, one of your jobs as an AD is obviously networking and professionally growing and things like that. And I feel like this is a way to kind of be more involved, we'll say on the national level, and kind of giving back to these local businesses and programs, kind of get their name out there. And then, we kind of pilot it and see if things work for our schools.
Yeah, great job explaining how it works. And for listeners, I know there might be some hesitancy about, oh, geez, I got to sign up for another thing, and my email inbox is going to blow up. It's not like that at all. You once you sign up, you'll receive an email that will say, here are some projects that are available, and then you can choose which ones appeal to you. And as Bob said, these are not sales calls. It's the vendor um, communicating with you and literally asking you, what do you think of this platform? What do you think of these features? How can we make this better? So you're in there kind of on the cutting edge of apps, tech, and also services. The feedback that the vendors have received from Bob and the other think tank members have led to offering different levels of service, say, a big school, small school, medium school package. They offer changes in price. I love to tell this story. One company actually changed the name of their product based on the feedback that they got from athletic directors. As I alluded to earlier, there is a roster of athletic directors on K12sportstech.com. You can reach out and connect with them. There's also the vendor directory where you can see companies, see what services they provide, and see how other athletic directors have literally rated them as a provider. It's just, like I said, I don't know of any other platform that does it. I'll mention one more thing, and then Bob, I'm going to bring you back in.
Yeah.
You also have the opportunity to be involved with some of the companies with actual beta testing. They'll give you whatever platform they are developing, ask you to try it with your student athletes, your coaches, your parents, whatever it is, give them the feedback. And if you like it, you have the opportunity to, continue using it at a reduced cost, or you can just say, hey, I tried your product. It's not a good fit for us. And you just move on. And then I lied. I'm mentioning one more. Every project that you participate in, you get paid. Okay. You get paid by K12 Sports Tech. So you can't beat that. Bob, have I left anything out from your experience?
No, I mean, it's always just been a great experience. I mean, like you said before, it's your flexibility that's out there. So it's not like you're being pressured into a lot. You schedule the times you want to meet with the vendors, and they make things work, and you kind of go through it back and forth on, just like you said, you're testing some things out, you're giving it some feedback. As ADs, we're going to hear things and see things from different perspectives that say, the vendors themselves see, and that's the purpose of kind of establishing this relationship between the vendors. And if something seems to hit and it's something you want to try, it's definitely available. But just by helping them get some feedback from us as ADs, the people that are on the front lines of everything, it really helps, with their businesses, and really helps with making things change, like you were saying before, and name changes or whatever it might be. So yeah, definitely recommend, if you're out there, ADs, and you got some time, you can carve out in everyone's busy schedule. I definitely recommend it, because at the end of the day, it definitely benefits us as ADs, and it helps with networking. And most likely, like I said, if you're going to these conferences, you're going to see these vendors also there. So,
Well, speaking of networking, if one of our listeners wanted to reach out and pick your brain a little bit. And listeners, you got a tremendous resource here. Bob does some great stuff at his program in Delaware. How can our listeners connect with you?
yeah, sure. That's my email address is Robert, Robert, dot Beron, Beron, at cr.k12.de, like Delaware, .us. Also encourage, if you want to get more information, you just go to ridersports.com, ridersports.com. That's our homepage for all of our sports, and all my contact information and information about myself, my school is all available on there also. So,
And Bob's information is also available on the NIAAA member portal for all of our NIAAA members. Um, If you want to find out more about K12 Sports Tech and find out how to become a member of the think tank, just go to K12sportstech.com. Follow the links. It's very easy, and I tell you, it's very rewarding. So, Bob, thanks again for sharing with our listeners. Thanks for all that you do in the educational athletic space. And speaking of the conference, you're coming down to my state now in December. We'll see you in Tampa at the NADC.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Love that conference every year, and highly recommend all you guys out there, ladies, men, everybody, get yourself out there and have a good 5 6 days of networking and learning some things for your school.
Now, I think you sent me a message a while back that you'd already got tickets for a Bucks game and a Lightning game. Is that correct?
That is correct. So kind of a strange story. My baseball coach here at the school is a big Bucks fan. So yeah, he flies down for the home games from Delaware to Florida. So he'll be at the games, and we're gonna go check out the Bucks game that night, and we'll be staying for the Lightning game Saturday as well, and making sure I count those as some professional development on how I can make my settings at my school a little bit better as well by seeing the way the Bucks run their games.
Oh, that's right. You're doing some on-site research there.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. Well, Bob, thanks again, listeners. As always, we do this segment just about every week and just about every day. We try to share stories from the world of athletics along with some best practices. So join us again on the next episode of the K-12 Sports Tech AD Think Tank on the Educational AD Podcast. Hope you have a great day.